Hello and welcome to another episode of the Liam Jeffrey Property Show here in Dubai. Today I'm going to be talking about the 8 located on the Palm Jumeirah. So as always, what I like to do when I'm giving you my opinion about a project is to talk about the developer. In this case, the developer we're going to look at is IFA. So I'm sure if you're living in Dubai, you've already heard of IFA. They've got quite a few projects over here. But something you might not know is that this developer was established in Kuwait back in 1995. They are now listed on the Kuwaiti Stock Exchange and they have an estimated market cap of approximately 632 million US dollars. The company specialises in the development of mixed use, so residential and hotel projects, as well as luxury leisure services. And they have holdings in obviously Dubai, Lebanon, Portugal, Singapore, South Africa, Tanzania, the UK and US. So have a huge global footprint. In Dubai, the most noticeable projects that they have are the Fairmont Palm Jumeirah. They have the Golden Mile Palm Jumeirah as well. They also have Laguna Tower, which is the residences in the Movenpick in Cluster A, JLT. Now I've personally lived in the Fairmont residences on the Palm 2 years ago. One thing that really stood out for me was the maintenance of the building and the common areas. If you go to the reception area, if you take a look at the lifts, the gyms, the swimming pools, you know, the common areas where people come and go out of their apartments, it's really well maintained. You'll constantly see people working, cleaning, just generally looking after the area, and yeah, there's no mess. Everything's really kept tidy and clean, which is obviously very nice. It shows that they're paying a huge attention to what the people living there need. Also, I've got friends that live in Laguna Tower, which is in JLT, and I visited them a few times and they're really happy there. They've had no complaints. So like I said, IFA have a significant global footprint and they've got two main aims, if you like, for their business. So the first one that they're focused on right now is to maintain and keep the consistency with the projects that they currently have. So they want to really keep on to their core business. The second, you can say, driving force behind their business is to to expand into new countries and areas with the hotel brand Yotel. Yotel is quite a cool concept actually. It's in collaboration with Yo Sushi. So I'm sure you've all heard of them. It's a Japanese hotel concept, really cool, and expect to see Yotels in Dubai pretty soon, I would say. So something off subject but quite interesting. Now let's look at the property. If there's three buildings first of all. There's going to be 2 residential towers and then there's going to be a hotel as well. There's going to be 180 residential units consisting of 1, 2, 3-bedroom apartments, townhouses and penthouses. And then also the third building is going to be a 5-star hotel, which is a Delano hotel managed by the Morgan's Hotel Group, which is a company in New York. There's only 2 other Delano hotels in the world. The first one is in South Beach, Miami, Florida, and the second one is in Las Vegas, part of the Mandalay Bay Resort in Las Vegas. The hotel is obviously 5-star. It's really cool. If you go to the 8 project at the moment, they have a show suite in the sales office, so you can take a look at the style, and it's like something out of Scarface. It's really like Miami chic. It's contemporary on the outside, but inside you feel like you're going back in time a little bit. It's really nice and clean, but like in modern architecture, but it's nice. It's a bit of a throwback. You've got dark wood, you've got really cool mirrors in the bathrooms, and I really liked it. Yeah, so it's definitely something a little bit different, and I really was impressed by what they're doing there. Location wise, it's on the west crescent of the Palm Jumeirah. After you get to the main junction, you're going to take a left, you go right to the Atlantis left, then you come to the first roundabout, and that's pretty much where the 8 is located. So it's before you get to the Kempinski, so it's not far at all from the end of the trunk. So it's quite a good location. all the finishes in the apartments are going to be really high quality. There's going to be marble flooring throughout. And like I said, it's a sophisticated, modern, contemporary styled building with a slight twist, which I really liked. The one thing that the CEO of IFA, let me get this right, Mr. Khaled Esbaitha, said recently was that when it comes to owners walking into their property, in the 8, we want them to feel as if it's a modern art gallery as much as it does an apartment. So you can kind of see what they're thinking with the design of the apartment. Something that I think is really interesting is that they're offering 5 years free service fees for residents and owners of these properties, which I think is pretty cool. I really think that obviously with the hotel option there is availability for people to invest into the hotel pool, the Delano managed hotel, which I think is a great opportunity. You know, and I always talk to my clients about this. I think Dubai is really focusing on tourism, and obviously, you know, oil isn't the main business anymore in Dubai. And I think for myself, even I've been here now for nearly 5 years, and people that I know who used to go to Marbella and other places around the world on holiday are now coming to Dubai, and it's becoming more of a popular destination. And I think it will just continue to do so. If you've got a hotel on the Palm Jumeirah with a private beach, and as Dubai continues to grow and leads the way in terms of tourism, it's going to be a valuable investment. I'm sure it's going to be high in demand, and you're going to see a great return. As well, with the resident, just a standard investment, you're going to have the option to do short-term leasing, and with the hotel facilities, which I'm going to talk about now, you know, it's really going to offer you a high return. Now, I would say between 7 to 8% return, which is fantastic. If you look around the world, you can't really get that in many places at the moment. So the residences will enjoy a lot of privacy as well as access to the hotel facilities, which is great. They get the best of both worlds. And the facilities on this project include a signature beachfront restaurant and bar. There's going to be beach cabanas and snack bars. There's going to be water sports facilities. There's going to be a separate residence pool, kids area and dedicated pool for the children. There's going to be a small coffee shop and a deli. There's going to be gym and tennis courts, barbecue and event areas, visitor parking, 24/7 concierge. There's also going to be storage space units available for residents to store some of their things. And of course you're going to see landscape gardens and water features throughout the whole project. Like I said before, you've got two options. You can either buy an apartment as normal, or you can enter the hotel pool. Both options are good, obviously slightly, you know, there's some benefits and some negatives to each one. With the hotel investment, you're not going to be able to live in the property yourself, but it will probably give you a high rate of return, and you know, it's managed by the hotel, so you don't need to worry about it. With the standard property ownership, you know, you're going to have the title deed. You get the title deed with both options, but you're going to be able to live in the property if you want to. Payment plan is fantastic. It's a 30-70% payment plan. The project is due to be completed in the first quarter of next year, so not far at all. So you can put 30% down now before the first quarter of next year, and then you can finance the remaining 70%, which is also appealing for a lot of investors. Now, if we look at prices, we've got 1 bedrooms. This is the prices for the standard apartments, the residential apartments. So you're looking at 2.2 million for a 1 bed, 3.1 million for a 2 bed, 3 beds around 4.6. Townhouses, really cool. They're actually obviously on the ground floor. They have their own garden and pool area facing out onto the beach. And then you've got the penthouse, and they're 10 million. And then you've got penthouses on the top floors, which are going to be duplex, and they're going to be around 12 million. Something that I've not mentioned is obviously the viewing perspective of this building. Pretty straightforward. On the front side, you're going to have the beach and the pool. You're going to be able to look across the palm front to the marina skyline. You're probably going to be able to see the Burj Al Arab as well down the left-hand side because of the angle. And then the back side of the building, you're going to be looking out to the Gulf, and of course you'll get an amazing sunset as well. So really amazing views on offer at the 8. What else? So I mean, in terms of my opinion, I think the 5 years free service fees is very good. and I think it's perfect for having a property that you might want to stay in, perhaps for people who are overseas but they want to come here for maybe a few weeks in the winter time, but also they want to see a return on investment. They can put it on a short-term leasing option, and it's going to give them really high returns, and I'm sure it's going to appreciate over time as well. That's it from me with the 8. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned a little bit about this project. If you have any questions, as always, just reach out to me and let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching.